All right, guys. So how do you optimize a ref's grip? How do you optimize your setup when you've got a ref that you've got to negotiate with? You're not necessarily negotiating with the other person because it's not up to them when the match actually starts. What you need to be able to do is to make the ref happy that the positioning is fair enough to get a start. So first off, in general, there's what's called the 2% method, right? So you might be able to get away with just 2% cut, 2% pronation, just these little millimeters that can make a fairly significant difference in your ability to apply your strength, right? So if you're completely dead flat in your wrist and then you cup in just 2%, it increases your strength. Just anatomically, when you're 2% cupped in, your cupping strength goes up, whatever it is, 5, maybe 10%. So there's a lot of benefit to getting these micro movements achieved. To do that, you need to make the ref happy, okay? So if you're going in, you're antagonizing the ref, saying this is bullshit, all these things are not gonna help your case. Even if, say, they help your case the one time, if you come back up next time, maybe the ref now doesn't like you as much. So you need to get the ref on your side. The start is almost as much about the psychology of the ref as it is about the written rules. You need to play the ref psychology almost as much as you need to play around with the positioning. You need to get the ref on your side. The ref needs to like you. You need to, if the ref says to back off, you've got too much carve, you need to give a bit back.
Keep carving.
Is that okay down?
I'm going to close your thumbs for you. I'm going a bit, Jack.
Is that okay?
This is good. You're going to have to rotate out. Rotate out. Stop pushing him off center. Center's here.
I thought I was loose.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm happy to. Of course.
Get cop out.
Am I straight? Is that okay? Yeah. You need to be reasonable. If the ref thinks you're a reasonable athlete, they're more likely to work with you. So something I've started trying to do more is asking for ref consent. Say I'm going for a press, right? I want to get my shoulder in. Ideally, I'm starting fully around like this, right? I know I'm not going to get that. So I need to be reasonable. So I try and get just a little bit. And then I say, hey ref, is that okay? Do I get your consent? If not, I'll back it off a little bit.
Shoulders, bring your shoulders around.
Oh, get it. Is that okay?
Shoulders are good. Shoulders,
Are my shoulders good?
Shoulders good. Do not move. Capped or uncapped.
Capped.
Don't move.
Is that okay?
Yes.
You need to be reasonable. You're not going to get away with murder here. You got to just get the 2%. The 2% is okay. And as long as it's like every ref's going to be different, right? So you've got to be able to tailor your setup to the reffing style of the person that is reffing your match. Like I've had comments on some of my videos saying you'd never get away with that here, and that's okay. I'm trying to optimize my setup for the rules and the reffing style of the location that I'm in, right? And if I went to Europe, I would change my setup to match that reffing style. If I went to the US, I would change my style to match the reffing style. It's really important to be supple and be able to transform the way that you arm wrestle or the way that you set up in a match to match the way that the rules are enforced. Even if the rules are written down the same way, they're going to be interpreted slightly different depending on who's reffing you, what time pressure they're under, you know, all these kinds of factors come in. So yeah, it's as much, you just got to be a bit reasonable. So asking for consent, that's a big one. If a ref asks you to do something, do it. If you've got, say you try and get away with 10% cut, it's a bit too much. The ref says, hey, can you back off cut? Back it off, back to 2%, the 2% rule. Start with a little bit more maybe, and then back it off back to a more reasonable, but still not dead flat amount. And then say, hey ref, is that okay?
Get cop out.
Am I straight? Is that okay? Are you happy now? You see I've moved my cup backwards. Is that okay now? And the ref sees that you've done what they've asked. They're like, oh man, this guy's actually really reasonable. Like, I appreciate that they're actually listening to me. They like you. Maybe next time you come back up, they're gonna, you'll be in good standing with them. So that's a really good way to do it. Listen to what they say, do what they say, and give back some of what you initially took. If you're not happy with your opponent's positioning, say something like, hey, can you just check center table's okay? Like, don't look overly complain, just like, hey, could you check center table for me, please? Are we center, Tom?
I'm just looking at my wrist so I can.
Thanks.
Just hold on. I'm just. We can work with this. Center is. Yeah, we're gonna fix that up. It's okay.
The buckle's a bit far up on my top knuckle. Could you please move it off, because it's restricting my movement? Because really the buckle shouldn't really be on your knuckle, right? You're allowed to have it kind of in the webbing of your hand. So if it happened to get put on a bit too far up, just ask to have it moved off. And more times than not, the ref will oblige. Another classic one is if you grip around your opponent and your fingers close over the buckle. I hate when that happens. It minimizes your ability to cup. If that ever happens, I'll say, hey ref, my hand's closing over the buckle. Could you please adjust the strap so that I don't close over buckle?
This out. Just take it. Don't fight it.
Muzz, I'm closing over the buckle. Could I please get the
We're
buckle?
gonna have to restrap.
Sorry, man. I hate when I close over the buckle. Oftentimes I'll have to do a restrap to achieve that. But normally the ref will be happy to do that, because yeah, everyone knows what that's like. It's never ideal. You need to make the ref happy. That is your job as an athlete to get a start. You need to make the ref happy, especially if you're in strict WAF format where they're going to call every little thing, because you'll quickly be fouled out, right? I'm sure all the Europeans will know what I'm talking about. You go to WAF Worlds, everybody knows what's expected, and there are surprisingly little fouls in the setup because everyone knows there's a certain standard expected. If you mess around, maybe you get one warning if you're out of a ref script, but other than that, it's all fouls. Or if you're in a ref script, you go straight to fouling. 2 fouls are lost, so you don't have too much to play with. So yeah, guys, make the refs happy. Don't have to bribe them, but if you just show that you're a reasonable person, a reasonable athlete, you will find it helps your arm wrestling. Use your manners. Like if the ref does something, if you ask the ref to do something for you and they do it, like they move the strap off your knuckle or they center your arms better, say thanks. Reffing is one of the hardest jobs in arm wrestling. The majority of the interactions that you have with the athletes are often negative. Athletes coming up saying, hey, this is a bullshit call. His elbow was in the wrong location, it made me lose. I'm contesting your call. Why would you do that? Most athletes are pissed off at refs. And so as a ref, speaking from experience, that doesn't make you feel good. You're not out there to make enemies. You're not out there to make the arm wrestling unfair. You want to get it as fair as possible. So if you ask the ref, hey, can you do this for me, please? Can you center the table? Could you pull the strap off my knuckle, please? And they do it, God, you thank them. Thanks, man. I really appreciate that.
Is that good for you there?
If you could pull it back towards my thumb, that'd be good. Thanks, man. That's going to mean a lot to them. That's going to get you in really good standing with them. They feel appreciated. They feel seen because they're just trying to do the best job they can. They've got probably hundreds of matches they've got to get through in as efficient a manner as they can. So if you leave a good impression on them, man, they might have your back going forwards. No, this guy is your opponent says, oh, he's got way too much carb. The ref's doesn't look like too much carb to me. I know this guy's a pretty reasonable person already, so no, I'm happy to start that. Coming from a reffing standpoint myself, if more people showed appreciation to the ref, it's gonna make the ref feel better about their day, and it's going to make your day better too, trust me. You want a ref that is on your side. Maybe if you're super famous like Devin, you can make it work, but I guarantee you can't do what Devin does as a random athlete, you've got to have the refs feeling good about you. You're much more likely to end up in a better position if the refs are on your side, compared to being antagonistic, a bit like a Devon Lorat or someone like that. That will go a long way to making the ref like you more as an athlete and better liking to ref you. Because if they like you, you know, you're going to have more likely to be in a reasonable position. You're at the very, very least, you're not going to get screwed over in the setup, right? Like if the guy absolutely hates you, hates reffing you, he's probably more likely to say, fuck you, like you're gonna, I don't care if you're a little bit tucked under your opponent, I'm gonna start the match anyway because you've been unreasonable and we just gotta get this match started already. We've wasted too much time. And let's say the ref, you feel like the ref is being unfair. Like, hey, come down off the knuckle, come down off the knuckle. Ref, I can see the thumb knuckle. Now you have to take into account, it doesn't matter if you can see the thumb knuckle, it matters if the ref can see the thumb knuckle. But say like, hey ref, like that's his thumb knuckle there, can you see that? Is that okay? Maybe then they reassess, they say, actually, no, that's reasonable. I can see the thumb knuckle, I'm happy to start it there. That's within the rules.
Come down a bit, Jacob.
Is that okay?
This is good. A little bit more. I can see.
My knuckle's up here.
I can see it. Yeah, I can see it. He's right. I can see it.
Cheers guys, never stop learning arm wrestling. And guys, trying to hit 10K by the end of the year. If you guys could drop me a sub, that would help hugely. It'll get you 5% up on your riser this week.